I'm going to walk you through a little bit of the program, a little bit about the context of the HLA, what the virtual experience is like. But at any point in time or thereafter, if you have a question, have to address it, okay? So it's relatively short presentation, so there's going to be a lot of time for questions anyway. Are we ready to go? So let's do it. So I'm the manager of the Health Leadership Academy. I've been with the Emerging Leaders Program since its inception. And certainly things are changing in dynamic. And one of this year certainly has been one where going virtual has been a bit of a twist for the program, but in a very positive way. So the program itself and the Health Leadership Academy is a place where we really do try to inspire the future generation of leaders to develop in their leadership potential and their skill sets. So I can't see the chat or anything, but I will also welcome you to put in your comments into the chat if you have them come up. So as you see here, we're going to talk a little bit more about the Health Leadership Academy briefly, but this session is being recorded and available for distribution later as well. So the Michael G. DeGroote Health Leadership Academy is a joint venture between the DeGroote School of Business, the Faculty of Health Science, and School of Medicine at McMaster. We have an interdisciplinary and forward-thinking approach to health leadership. And that makes us more unique in this space because very few places provide this kind of health leadership education as we do as a joint venture. We, and as demonstrated in the previous session, are producing a community of health leaders, ones where we invite dialogue, invite different perspectives, and try to have a transformative impact on global healthcare by nurturing the community of health leaders. Our leadership programs are for aspiring and current health leaders that focus on learning and unlearning the necessary skills to navigate and adapt to an ever-changing health environment. So why would you want to be interested in the Emerging Leaders Program? Well, this one-week intensive program is the foundational program for students and young professionals looking to lead across the health system. Since its inception in 2016, we brought together participants from a variety of engaging discussions, team building activities, and access to experts in the field. Past participants have said that Emerging Leaders is a life-changing experience that really challenges the way you think and pushes you to become a better leader. And today we heard a little bit about that from Lauren as well as Anna. In this program, you learn the fundamentals of leadership that's not usually part of traditional education, particularly in undergraduate education, but are vital for your career. The interdisciplinary teams introduce you to diversity of thought, experiences, and approaches in health. And health-focused team challenges enable you to practice in an intensive and safe environment that mimics the real world. So as you go through the program, you have an opportunity to create your leadership portfolio. And that's a guide for you to embark on as you engage in your leadership career, or perhaps you're in it, but you want to improve your skill sets. And it's a plan for you to develop what you want to achieve and how you're going to achieve it. As I mentioned, it's for students and young professionals, in particular senior undergraduate and recent graduates who are high achieving and successful in their academic and extracurricular activities. But candidates also include graduates, postdoctoral students, medical residents, and young professionals eager to take on other leadership roles or refine their leadership roles. Emerging leaders have come from a variety of disciplines and fields of study, and they include medicine, health sciences, business, humanities, science, social science, and many other disciplines. This program may still be for you if you're deliberating what career trajectory might look like in healthcare or beyond. And no matter where you work, the health and health sector will certainly have an impact on you, especially during a pandemic. So we're happy to discuss if this is the best fit for you based on your individual needs. The program itself has three major components to it. It has a pre-program, it has a 1-week intensive, and it has a post-program component. As I mentioned, it's a leadership development program with a focus on a team lens. So participants work very closely with each other to build and lead a collaborative team of engaged and supportive peers. Together, these interdisciplinary teams take on health-focused challenges in change management, conflict resolution, team engagement, strategic foresight, and design thinking. It's also a personal journey. So you get to understand your own leadership capabilities and potential and build self-awareness through reflection, assessments, peer feedback, and one-on-one coaching post-program, as well as a lot of support from faculty and staff throughout the program. As well as throughout the program, as I mentioned, you build your own personalized leadership development portfolio, and this is a living document for you and involves with you to record your experiences and aspirations and chart your progress towards your goals. In the program, topics we talk about are about building trust, team effectiveness, team building, change, difficult conversations, decision-making, conflict resolution, strategic foresight. And all of those kind of principles, practices, and what we do throughout each day of the program, as well as pre and post, can be integrated into your leadership journey and leadership portfolio. So the program does run intensively for an entire week, and typically days follow between 10 to 5 with several breaks. And there might be some optional sessions in the evening for which many of the participants choose to attend. But we do try to create the asynchronous environment as well as synchronous environment, being synchronous being live on screen, as well as asynchronous environment, so that there's the ability to not have fatigue throughout this entire week. So there's a lot of speakers that we bring into the session, as well as senior leaders, guests that inform a lot of the learning, but also are very interactive with you throughout the session. So the schedule has been incredibly intensive at times, and I believe that Lauren had indicated that it kind of evokes some sort of stress, but a light stress, right? An intensity so that you understand what you're bringing to the table and what that evokes, mimicking the real world, but also allow you for application on how to apply new learning and unlearning of your skills to that environment. So quickly, you can read a lot of these things, but we do have an understanding for you to come and advance the program and learn more about the orientation, team meet and greet, and really start to meet and understand who your team members are before the program even starts. And then during the entire program, there's a lot of sessions where you can work very actively in what you need to work on, as well as a team. And then after there's the program, you get coaching and refinement on your leadership portfolio. So the program experience, I've mentioned some things, but it's really about putting your learning into practice. And by the end of the program, having a clear direction of your own leadership journey and the action you can plan to achieve your goals. The leadership learning and what it offers participants is the discussion and team building. So it's very interactive, it's engaging, it's diverse and immersive, because you get a lot of different people with a lot of different perspectives, not just faculty and experts, but your peers and colleagues in the program, which helps you grow and develop. The teamwork in small groups allow you to collaborate with others in dynamic ways and expand your perspectives. And no matter what role you find yourself, whether that's in school, work or volunteering, there's an element of leadership and teamwork involved. So with understanding from the Emerging Leaders program, you gain a better understanding of your unique leadership style through assessment, self-awareness, reflection, peer feedback, and coaching. And this insight is valuable in understanding your own strengths and weaknesses and in identifying the capabilities of that of your team. So you might not want to take it just from me or from Lauren or from Anna. Maybe you want to hear it from Joe.
So I have a background in biology and business as well. I think the EHL program is really that cherry on top. So in school, they teach you all the book knowledge, the theories, and they give you some assignments. But with the EHL program, they really teach you how to work with people and how to lead a team. So I think that'll transition really well to my career because sure, everyone will have the same basic knowledge needed to complete the project, but now I have the skills to lead them and how to combine all our knowledge together in order to complete whatever project we're assigned. I knew who I was as a person, but they gave you the tools to really express who you are, put into words and also actions as well. I think that's a really big part coming out of EHL.
So Joe's an alumni from 2019 Emerging Leaders Program. He currently works at the Canadian Mental Health Association. And quickly after coming to the program, he secured a role with SE Health. As you heard from him, in the Emerging Leaders Program really helped him lead people, lead himself, and set a path for the rest of his career. Now, I know some people here are in a different path and trajectory. So again, I'm happy to talk about how this will fit with your life and what your career goals are. The Emerging Leaders alumni have a variety of backgrounds and experiences. So they end up in a variety of different health industries. Majority of them end up in healthcare. Several of them also end up in business, government law, higher education, technology, and not-for-profits, and the arts. And the alumni themselves have an enhanced self-awareness of who they are as a leader and their unique leadership style, the ability to work effectively in and across teams, communicate with others, and be creative thinkers, an understanding of the challenges currently facing the health system and healthcare itself, and the confidence and skills to create meaningful contributions as a leader in health. They have their own leadership development plan, as I had mentioned, to record their experiences, chart their goals, and serve them to be utilized beyond the program itself. A network of supportive peers and leaders that they can trust in a place such as the HLA alumni community, and a pathway towards the completion of the Certified Health Executive designation with the Canadian College of Healthcare Leaders. You also receive a certificate of completion from McMaster University. So getting started is relatively easy. We are currently accepting applications on a rolling basis, and the deadline is July 12th for this August cohort in this summer. We do interview people, as I said, as they come in. So as a program fills, it fills, and we can let you know how that goes and what status you're in. After submitting your application, we do meet with you. If we hadn't already, we get a better understanding of what your needs are, ability to ask us questions with staff as well as faculty. So it's really about having a conversation and making sure this is the right fit for you. The fees that are presented here do include several things. So they include the 1-week programming, the pre and post program components. They include access to all the stakeholders, senior leaders, as well as the one-on-one leadership coaching, as well as a lot of touch points of coaching during the program, all course materials and assessments, access to the virtual platforms and technology, the pathway towards the Certified Health Executive designation with the Canadian College of Healthcare Leaders, and the certificate of completion.